Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a demo for Lone Soul. This is a sponsored video by Laughing Fox Games, so shout out to them for giving me this chance to check it out. This is a newly updated demo of the game. It is free to check out. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to try it out yourself. But it shows off some of the things that they've changed optimization-wise and whatnot, and it looks quite a bit better than when I had last tried it in April or so. So let's dive into it. I'm going to hit play because I think I've already, in testing, gotten to the end of the demo, so to speak. You can kind of do more, but I think it'd be more interesting to go through it this way. So let's just click a new game, and with minimal tutorial prompts, because, well, let's be honest, we don't need so many.
So what happens after death? A gentle spirit earns passage through the endless sea of stars. The wicked ones, they vanish in a realm of chaos. Unless they're powerful enough to resist. Attaining sin, gathering mass, they form towers of chaos. Eternal cages trapping innocent souls within. I was once a conqueror, the keeper of order, sworn to destroy them. But just as victory was within reach, he appeared. Cloaked in darkness, his voice like a curse. He spoke words no soul should hear. His spell ripped through me. The tower fused with the souls inside. With me. I became the prison. Varys never came back. I waited, broken, drowned in voices that weren't mine. If I'm the tower now, then maybe I should be destroyed.
So I think we're trying to go to the tower and save her, but we shall see. I gotta turn up the voices. The menu audio is very loud. So we play as Varys. Seems very Virgil, Dante, World of Warcraft inspired. But you're breaking orders. It is fully voice acted, so that's cool. All right, and we jump into the actual gameplay now. Let me mess with the audio, and we should be good to go now.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Verelia?
The deepest chamber and check what happened to her. Right now, I can still watch you from the base, but as soon as you go deeper, we'll lose contact.
So this game's got a little bit of that Hades god stuff going on with it, which is pretty cool.
Really?
It's got some solid. It seems very meta progression heavy.
You know I
It's a roguelike. Okay, so we're gonna. This is tutorial stuff. We have a dash. We have attacks. There's a weight to it. There's currently no option to remove screen shake, so hopefully that's something that changes. Basically, the game revolves around left and right click. Those are your only two buttons, so it's like a not button complicated game, but somewhat complicated in the sense of you have a bunch of different abilities, right? So depending on the order of your button presses, you're going to get different attacks. And in addition to that, you can equip different weapons and armor and whatnot that's going to put different things in these slots. And then when you like attune with a god, you're going to get different elemental versions of some of these attacks. And then we have elemental procs down here based on like different effects that you set up. I don't think this is explained like super well in the demo, but basically you just like apply a number of statuses to enemies and it'll eventually go off. It's just, I don't know why this is like, there's like a sub 4 down here, but you'll see it as combat goes. Oh my good lord. Plus we have Eternity Mommy there. Big lady.
What was that? Wait, not sure.
Big big Eternity lady is pretty awesome. All right, so we have actual combat now. Yeah, you have two dodges. One thing this game does that I actually really like is above our HP bar. Oh, now the music got really loud. Okay, so we need to go like this and this, I'm guessing. So one thing you'll notice is we have the armor bar and the HP bar. The armor bar recovers like pretty easily. There's drops all the time. And then the health bar doesn't. So you're allowed to take damage. It also has a Devil May Cry like stylish meter. Chains of 3 or more attacks fill up the combo bar. Use more complex attacks to speed it up. You get more damage from it. Goes up to SSS, of course. The higher your combo is, the faster it depletes. Losing combo level downgrades you by 1 level. Repeating skills often also slows you down, as Devil May Cry is. So this wants you to speed up your combos to at least C, which basically just involves mixing up your button presses. It's going to give you different attacks. And then we have different events at different waves here. So this is a wave and no modifier. This is wave. I think at the start it's like mostly the same. I found the wave ones to be my favorite so far. I like the little loading transition that they snuck in. At least that's what it feels like. That little jumping bit. Defeated waves, 1 of 3. All right, let's set ourselves up. B. Maybe we can get to triple. I don't even know if we can get to triple S with the skills we currently have. You also get an ultimate of your like patron once that happens, which will happen in a second, so don't worry. But yeah, I feel like this would be a good way to show off the actual game. All right, so we're gonna get these runes, and then you get rune trees, and this is where the roguelike part comes in. That's pretty cool. So without worrying too much about the tutorial here, I'll explain it as we go. So basically, there's gonna be, oh, I can't change it yet. So basically, you're gonna have different parts to put in to whatever of 4 patrons there are. There's like 4 elemental ones. And depending on what you put in is going to level up your level with the patron himself and your 3 pieces of gear. And as those pieces level up, you get more power. Plus you get power for like activating these slots. So these slots have a fire shard cost down here, and you actually need a flame rune. So you're gonna find those throughout the run. And that whole system is quite cool. So this is basically a quest you get. So if we go here, we need to go to one of each of those chambers. Okay, the tutorial's like kind of showing me stuff. Where do you go back? Okay, so we need, I should be able to click on it. I hadn't messed with this much. Basically, we need to do each of those types and we'll get the reward, which is pretty good. So let's just go with the banner here first, which I think is area control, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I did play through the entire demo where it was like, oh, you're definitely at the end. And the talent tree part, like the meta progression power tree of the game, is mostly just like flat damage bonuses right now. So it's not like the demo itself after you get through and beat the boss. All that said, I did not beat the boss. The boss like wrecked me, the second boss. So it would be cool to do that. But yeah, it's more of the demo's more the proof of the concept right now. So they're probably trying to get wish lists, which if you enjoy this, again, link in the description, sponsored video, go wishlist it. Makes me look better too. I'd appreciate it. All right, so leveling items. This is what I was talking about before. We get our rune stuff. In the next run, we're gonna get choices. Like this is like the tutorial run. So we had the 1 rune, it goes there. Our sword goes to level 2. So now, because our sword went to level 2, we have entry slash instead of our thing that we had before. So if I press P, like this was basic before. Now it has the fire effect, which does more damage, and it can like start doing the fire things. Notice the giant explosion. And I can like buffer my attacks to get more fire elemental attacks and whatnot. So then you get shops where you're like deciding what you want to get. Here at the end of the tutorial, I think they just kind of force you into the chosen ones here. All right, what's the other chamber types we want? We need a, what is that? A golden pig, a broken shield, and a flying slug. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm, oh, it shows it right here. Oh, I didn't even notice this the first time through. It shows you that you need it. That's cool. Good quality of life. So now we should be able to pepper these. The only problem with like peppering the stuff like that is if you're trying to set off the fire effects is that you're not really doing combos. But you can mix and match your gear between the gods however you want once you unlock it. There's also another sword type. It seems like there's two sword types right now in the demo. There's like a slower great sword. I got that on my other run. That was pretty cool, but I think this one's better. And then patrons have an ultimate ability. I don't know what they all do, but we gonna get it. You at least look at this one. Smite nearby enemies dealing 1660 damage. That seems good. No runes, no runes. As one has no runes, you know the deal. Let's move on. It definitely feels better because I had tried this months ago the first time, and it was laggy. Combat felt very clunky. It didn't have all these hot monster women, which honestly that should just be the name of the game, is hot monster women. I think we are supposed to die on this fight too, though. Like, I don't think we're allowed to win. Yeah. Yeah, we get stun locked right here. Okay, so this is a scripted death. I am literally locked in place by our boss. So that's like the tutorial run, right? And then we go talk to I don't know what to call this guy. So I guess his name is Minos. I don't know what he reminds me of. He's like a mix of like Virgil, but he's like also an avatar. But he's got these like fancy man pauldrons, but a cool cloak. It's weird.
My apologies.
Commander Minos Bolt Whisperer.
I won't make that mistake again.
Oh, one other thing that's cool is that depending on what gear you wear, your actual character changes. Blows. That's a good touch I have in these games, I think.
Follow the protocol. You slipped into the tower while I was finishing the constellation layout. See if it.
So this is gonna like show you the area. Like I said, this is the talent tree, but as it is right now in this demo version, only the combat tree is open, and literally the combat tree, if you look, is just like base damage, base damage, base damage.
Understood.
So, you know, that's what it is. But you know that this is a good sign, because if you've played something like Sworn, this whole system feels kind of good, having like the different paths. I think assuming the upgrades are interesting and not just like +1 damage here and there is pretty good. So this is the guy who was helping us first time, Mr. Hot Fireman.
No one touches my horns. He gave me a bit of a scolding.
I just realized our guy has horns.
Asked some questions.
I kind of
know
don't pay attention to details, do I? I love this World of Warcraft sword, though. I really do. It is like straight out of Wrath of the Lich King. So this is gonna just gonna send us to 3 people. We get to meet these baddies. Like, holy elf girl baddie. Which reminds me of the that portrait of, I think it's Jahara from Baldur's Gate 2.
You know how it is.
Did you find any
She is something.
Nothing. And the tower itself is.
Yes,
Can't wait.
Anyways, she's basically telling us, hey, you can buy stuff from us. So I'm just gonna buy her Venom Fang here. I'm gonna buy the sword, and we're gonna get one from all of them, so don't worry. So then we go to her sister, who's a little rockier, you could say.
Avoid embarrassing our team right at the start of the mission.
The goth baddie,
Earlier, I would have changed.
Nice to see you too, Bevel.
Of course I am. You wouldn't read.
which is all that voice acted, of course, and we're gonna buy something from her. But I think for her, I'm gonna get the basalt veil. I want to get a mix of things.
You don't.
And then he's going to send us over to our lightning commander, which will lead us back into a new run.
You're still missing the gear.
You're still missing the gear linked element for me. For me, Batman. Let's try this one. All right, so we get all this stuff. He sends us back out here. Book of Wisdom for all your needs. Shows you the current stuff, like what's going on, how to do things. And then we click on, wait. Yeah, we go here and we get to decide what we want to wear. So like for swords, I want to put on the Venom Fang. It looks like the plan is to have 8 more weapons for this guy. I don't know if you're gonna get more. You can move him around. It's got this 3D model. I forget the game, but it uses a similar art style to this. It's like cartoony stuff, but I kind of like it. It's kind of works. We're gonna use Thunderforge armor. See, it changes, and then we're going to use the Basalt Veil, which I don't kind of like the look of the mask. I like the look of it as much as I do the mask, but that's okay. So it's gonna make our stuff different as we level it up. So that's like hexagon missile versus symmetric pulse. Oh yeah, and then depending on which one you equip, it's gonna give you different stuff, which is cool. Let's enter the tower with this and see what happens. We can at least beat the first boss this time. All right, so we get some starting bonuses. Fire damage +2, attack range multiplier, shield regen per second, combo damage, and nature damage. That seems like the pick. Health combo gain. No. Let's get this. And then so we have Path of Elements for lightning stuff. This appears to like he's going to be our main one, it looks. But this is what I was talking about earlier in the video, where you can go to different paths, and depending on what you upgrade is what's going to get buffed. So like if I can't put anything anywhere here because I don't have any lightning runes, so it doesn't really matter. But if I could, you know, put a rune here and level up my sword. But since we don't, makes it more difficult. We have a shop here. I think I would like to take a prophecy to start with. Maybe we just take a stone oath. What if I do that? One thing I don't know is if that prioritizes the god for the rest of the run. But let's go here. Field of Sacrifice. Kill enemies standing inside designated area to complete the objective. Yep. It has fairly standard like action roguelike bullet hell events. Oh, the sword is... Wait, the sword is actually a bit different than the other one I had. I didn't think this was a great sword. Okay, so all the weapons might be a tad different. We're doing way different things now. One thing I've noticed is you can't dodge between those two. Like if they're paired together, they have like a wall hitbox. It's hard to get other combo stuff up too, I feel like, at the beginning, because we don't have any elemental effects. We got to bee. We're giving them the business. That big swipe is cool. And you can see in the bottom right, as I'm attacking, the actual abilities themselves will change. Is this 7? This must be like an elite one, because in previous runs, the first floor were like, it was 3 waves. Oh no, I'm supposed to do the controlled zones. I thought this was wave. Oh, I'm so stupid. Sorry, I had a moment there. I was like, wait a second. This is not... I was about to fight forever. Y'all are gonna get into me for that one. Got too busy yapping. Okay, so now we have 2 runes. Fire element. I would like to upgrade our weapon thing, so we're gonna put points into this and put points into that.
Don't just watch.
So we got extra combo damage, and our sword went up. So now we have entry slash, which if we take a look, it's this element. One thing it doesn't say is how many hits it takes to like pop this off. That's the one thing I don't quite understand. You know what it is? I think I got it. If this determines your main element, and these are like the sub elements within that. That's probably what's going on. If I had to guess. If I had to guess. We don't have enough money to buy almost anything. Buy a small rock bag. Sure. All right. Control. Let's see if I can do this and not be a complete fool like last time. But like honestly, so far I've had fun. I think I gotta say, I think having the like combo counter for extra damage and trying to get to like stylish really does a lot. As you get better with like more elements and whatnot, I think there's like this game's got a lot of potential, is what I'm saying. It just needs the content. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, that's kind of sick. So left click, right click is like a is our Getsuga Tensho plus the big blast. All right, Path of Fire. I didn't really want to go Path of Fire, but not enough elemental. Oh, I don't have any. You need more fire stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you got to make sure you have your elemental stone. So you have to have the stones of the appropriate element, and then you need the relics. We have a rare rune here. Huh. Pretty powerful stuff here. So far I found that I end up with more runes than I do other stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take like the nature essence. But we'll see. Alright, so I appear to not need any of these. Oh, it's just the Guardian. That's all we have left. So it's whatever I want. Tower Crystal. Your shield is decreased by 50% in this area. It's like a harder floor. Do it up. So now we just chase down this crystal. And hopefully I don't die. Hopefully. Hopefully. I think I'll be fine. Hit him with my Bankai here. This would be cool if it ends up being one of those games where you get to play like all the characters. But I don't think that makes... I mean, I don't know. Like, you have a commander, so I don't know if you're technically one of the gods or not. Look at this baddie. Holy moly. Yeah, let me serve down her path, please. In fact, we could do that. We could go, wow. Left boob, right boob. Gain 3 Patreon affiliation with each one. So we're gonna get her ult by doing this. I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe so. Hold up. What's the button? Is K? It's K. Unless we're already locked into another one. I mean, we did get to gain 3 points with every rune. Last time I got an ult. Maybe you have to beat the first boss to get the ult. That could be it. That would actually make a little bit of sense. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get fire essence, I guess. A little rock essence. A little rock and roll. Elemental chamber. Go here. No modifier. No modifier. Let's go to the harder ones. try and get more stuff. Try and get more value if we can. So I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but it's pretty responsive. You can dash cancel out of basically everything, which is obviously super useful. Your dashes don't come back fast enough that you should really be abusing it, I don't think, but... Or, I mean, you definitely should be dash canceling all that stuff, but you don't get to just do it and you just immediately win because you can. All right. So, I think, given like what we saw, let's try and level up our spell stuff here. Our Basalt Veil. 1 mass XP. Yeah. We get nature damage and shield orb creation. So now we have Starfall Sigil, which looks like it just does a little bit more. Well, that was broken. He's broken. All right, this is... Oh, these are all the same. Let's go waves. Yeah, and then we'll start to see some, like, elemental effects pop up here as we go on. Once we have the ability to apply elemental effects. We've also got 7 trees, 7 nature, some type of effect. I think that's charges of some kind. I don't really know how that works. But we're definitely getting some, like, other effects from it, I think. At least it seems that way. Either way, I'm clearly terrible. Get nuked. Get nuked. Get nuked.
Whichever I take, I still look down.
Let's go. Let's continue going up the booby path. Something charming about that. Oh, now what we can do is we can move to the other booby path if we want. Oh, we don't have a rune though. Gotta have the runes. Huh. It's interesting. Give me the rock essence. All right, guardian time. Yeah, I think after this, oh, there she is. There she is. Let's run this back. This time they won't pull me away. Ain't nobody pulling me out. Get ready. Fight. It gives me very, like, fighting game vibes on that one. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong, because last time I definitely had a super ability by this fight. Every 8 seconds, the guardian becomes invisible for 5 seconds. That's interesting. I also think I fought a different boss. I think there's 2 bosses right now. There's this, like, mage one, and there's like a more archer, like, huntress sort of deal. I was gonna say, I don't know why all the bosses are, like, monster baddie women, but then I realized, oh, I think they're just, like, avatars of the girl we're trying to save. If I had to guess. Based on the story I have consumed. All right, halfway to the borderline, you know? Yeah, so I don't know if we triggered one of those effects, because that big line area is one of the things that is in the pool of abilities we can do. Oh, that's not good. Don't want to lose any health in the fight, you know? It's okay to lose shield. Losing health is bad. Okay. There we go. Got it. Give me all the runes. Give me all the stuff. Oh my gosh. Runes to get. So many runes. I'd rather have more, I think.
New gear. How lovely.
This will surely work now.
Surely this will work now, she says. We go chest piece here. Or you can go variety. A little bit of everything. Oh, we got his ability. It must be the one you start with. I don't know if that's how it's intended to be, but that has been the way it's worked. So whatever god you start with, that's the one you get. All right, so we finished the quest? No, we gotta go this way. Guardian projection. Oh, it was different. An immortal projection of a guardian haunts this chamber. It will attack you. Complete it to receive a unique rune of wealth. I love unique runes of wealth. Those are like my favorite things. I'm gonna ult and everything dies.
Come on. There must be something around here. It's worth searching everywhere for useful.
Wait, do I need to be in? Okay, okay, I think I need to kill them inside of the circle. I wasn't sure if I need to be standing into the circle or if they do, but either way, we have succeeded. Oh, we're back with this guy, huh? Well, I guess we get some weapon XP. Now we have chase cut. 2 elemental effects. Shop's gonna go crazy here, I would imagine. Nature essence. We have a lot of that. Maybe we don't buy anything. Oh, we finished our quest though. We don't have enough to buy another. Not that I don't think we'd want to buy another, but instant elimination. Defeat set number of enemies to complete the chamber. Watch out, don't too slow. Your opponents will trigger a deadly death trap. I don't know about that one. Deal of sacrifice. Elemental chamber. Yeah, let's go here. Level up some more stuff. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Higher numbers here. Want to get to A, if possible. I think enemies have to be alive to do that. I guess we're just meant for B. Guess we're just meant for B. All right, let's level up the Veil. Which is... Or we can just level up this one. It's just everything. This takes a Lava Forge rune. It's fancy. Plus 6 fire damage. Summoning Thundercross, Verdant Bloom, or Bedrock Surge triggers a magma field. I mean, I guess we'll try and get down to this thing. It seems good. We also level her up. We level up everything, basically. Basically everything leveled up, which is kind of exactly what you want. Sacrifice, elemental, power crystal. Yeah, we just keep going to the higher tier ones here. I tell you what, the super is one heck of a button.
Seems like the tower favors you. New
Hey, the tower favors me. I don't know what new gear I got, but sick. One step closer. One step closer to leveling that up. Guardian projection. No modifier. This is elemental control. Yeah, let's do control. So this is just like the first biome apparently available. I'm sure the arenas are going to look a little different than the other ones. It's normally how these games work, right? Which, if that's the case, then that means we're doing like a 2 bosses per biome type of thing. Which is cool. It did sound like a guy just said PK Thunder, didn't it? That's what I heard. I gotta get back in here. Oh, I don't have any fire runes. All right, we need to get some stuff. I also don't know how to tell. I feel like there's a way for me to know which god's path I'm walking down, and I just can't see it because I'm colorblind, but I'm not sure. A floor guardian will prevent you from progressing. Okay, I think this is where the demo technically stops. Is this the same boss? This is the same boss we ran in. This is, yeah. Yeah, it is random. So it's just completely random right now. Between the two. Let's see if I can actually survive this time, though. Get wrecked. I don't like the spirit ghost you have over here. My armor is low. And I feel in danger. Progress. Progress. Where is it? Oh, there's 2 spirits now. Oh god, this is way harder. Shh. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm fine. I'm fine. I did it! I did the thing! Congratulations, you've completed the first floor of the tower. This was just a glimpse. The full version brings 2 brand new biomes, 6 new unique bosses, tons of unlocks, and a full story campaign. Add to your wish list. There's a Discord. You guys know the deal. Let's click on continue playing. So, it has a full breakdown. We did total damage dealt was 182,000. Highest damage enemy is 2K. 21-minute run, which is pretty good. I guess if, you know, if there's a few biomes, you probably look at like an hour or so. And I assume you'd get faster. Trade, all the things we picked up and what powers we ended up with. Assumedly, if you'd level up more, basically all of these would turn into your, you know, your 3 elements here. Highest combo mark was B. Probably could have done better. But then that takes you back here. Obelisk of Glory. We get some progression. This is like quest. Think Hades, like quest board type thing. And then we can go up here and we can put some more points in, and we get a lot more base damage. It does have some neat end of the road stuff over here that makes you significantly more powerful, but as far as I know, there's no way to, from what I've seen so far, increase the difficulty of enemies in the demo. The only thing you can really do is, oh, you can leave from this side too. Huh. Wait a second. I see what I did. You can leave from any side. you can lead from any of the gods' rooms, and that's probably the one that determines your ultimate. Which is why I was only getting the lightning one, because I was only leaving from the lightning room. But we can go to like her, for example, and pick up, you know, if we want some other armor. Also other quests. So there's like a lot, there's actually like a lot of variety here, like building up combo stuff, building up different Trinity missile and Penta-Archic Fall. And this one has backlash burst. I want to take this mask and I'd like to like equip it and try it on. See, can I wish there was a dummy ground for the demo, but I don't think there is one. Yeah, that is definitely what's happening though. You look at all of these things. There's a way to leave here. There's a way to leave there. And I think if we leave here, it's going to be all the same, basically. Let's just jump out of the tower and make sure it's the same before I lie to you guys. You still get the same starting lower rock threshold. I do not know what that means, but it sounds... Oh, probably to proc the elemental effects, which would be very, very powerful. But less orbs. Right, and now she's our main. Yeah, that is in fact how it works. So you could even, I bet if I put this here, I bet I have my ult already. I do. Alright, I have figured it out. Smite nearby enemies. Okay, so the ults are more or less the same right now. And I think because we are rock focused, that puts us in this area as opposed to like this area. That's my understanding of it right now. I may be wrong though. But anyways, yeah, I think the game's pretty neat. I am looking forward to checking it out once we get to like an early access or full version, once all the content is unlocked. But for a demo, it's certainly got the potential, I gotta say. Again, thanks to the devs for sponsoring the video. Oh, I'll just nuke them. Thanks to the devs for sponsoring the video. Again, there's a link in the description if you guys want to check this out. It will be down there, at least to just put it on your wish list to look out for when the full version comes out. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Jeff out. Bye.